Nibs again. Out in the garage, a little bit of goofing around tonight. We really got some snow over the last day or so. Not so much right at my house, but just north of me, we have this pesky little thing called Lake Ontario that actually creates what they call lake effect snow. And so you'll have a band that will dump feet of snow in one area, a little band, and then just to the north or just to the south of it, you'll get nothing or almost nothing out of it. So where I was delivering some equipment for my job today, I'll put a picture right here. They had close to a foot of snow at this site here, and it's literally as far as going northwise, probably 10 miles more north than my house. And at my house, when I got home, the lawn was green, so it's we got a little dusting now, but it's still nothing like that. But it's winter time. It's here, so we're doing a lot of playing in the garage. But what I wanted to do here was just a little science experiment. I had read about this and I never really paid much attention to it, but Crosman for many decades actually had what they called their self-cocking mechanism. So what happens is every time you pump it, the pressure builds up in a little valve inside of here, and on these self-cockers there's what they call the exhaust valve on the back. Actually, the pressure pushes that back up against your trigger, and so when you pull the trigger actually moves out of the way of the exhaust valve, and that little piece moves backwards, allowing the air to come up and out the barrel. So what I had heard was, and read was, that for every pump you put in there, it makes the trigger harder and harder to pull. So we're going to experiment with that and see if that's the case. This is a Crosman model 760. You can tell it's a self-cocker by the brass bolt it has. Some of the self-cockers had like a steel bolt as well, but most of them had brass bolts. This particular one was made in the early 70s. I'm not exactly sure of the date on it, but the lot code on here starts with 575, so maybe it's in 1975. I'm not really sure. Some of these Crosman and Daisy lot codes can be very cryptic, so they're hard to read, but we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using my Lyman digital trigger scale. Let's turn that on and get that ready here. I'm going to start out at 3 pumps because that's really kind of where this gun starts making enough power to actually shoot. So we'll start out with 3 and we'll work our way all the way up to 10. Hopefully that won't take too long. But this gun, I rebuilt this one so it's got good pressure and it's shoots pretty good. So we don't need to put a BB in here or a pellet in here to shoot this one. It's just a pneumatic. So first one was 3 pounds, 15.2 ounces. So not terrible for a pellet gun of this caliber. All right, four pumps. Got to push the ready button. Got to remember to do that. Okay, well, that actually went down 3 pounds, 8.2 ounces. But I'm wanting to see as we get up into these higher pump levels, does it actually increase up in those? So there's 5. Okay, so that one was 5 pounds, 5.5 ounces. Maybe I should be doing an average, but that would take forever to do on camera here, so we're just taking it very unscientific Science Channel experiment here. Okay, so I can feel the pressure building as I'm pumping, so that's 6 pounds, 1.2 ounces. So now we're at 7. So now we're at 6.6 pounds, 6.9 ounces. So it is going up. The first one, just kind of an anomaly, I think, between 3 and 4, but it does get pretty stiff when you get up into these higher pump numbers too, to pump it up. All right, 7 pounds, 6.1 ounces. So that was 8, right? Let's do 9. That's tough. That's a lot of work. All right, so we started out at 3 pounds, almost 4 pounds, and we're up to 7.5 already. All right, so 7 pounds, 6.7 ounces, so not much change there. Let's do 10. Okay, there's 10. Maybe it plateaus out after a little while, but it seems to be. Okay, yeah. 8 pounds, 4.7 ounces. So it did go up. I'm going to do a 3 again just to verify that 3 pound and some. So there's 3 again. Again, we're right around 4 pounds. So the other one was 3 pounds, 15 ounces. So an average of right around 4 pounds. Let me do one more at 10 and see if we still get an 8 pound. That's a pretty significant change in trigger pull. Okay, we're at 10 again. I'm working up a sweat here. Wow. Okay, yeah. 8 pounds, 6.6 ounces. So that's I'd call this a very good experiment. I wonder if that's one of the reasons why they canned the self-cocking mechanism. Maybe it got too many complaints of hard trigger pulls. I'm not sure, but they started with the Crosman, the Model 130 in the early 50s, and the Model 140 I have over here, 147 I have over here, is a self-cocking mechanism. And then when they started with the Model 760 in 1966, I believe, they also started that one with the self-cocker and went to 1975 around there, and then moved over to the one you have to cock. I have several of those around here as well, but those don't change at all because they're not, the valve is not pressing against the sear inside of there, and so every time you pump it, you add more pressure to the sear. But anyway, I hope you like this video. It was just a little something I've been meaning to do, and I think it was pretty interesting. These self-cockers are still a lot of fun to shoot, but you know, that is kind of their Achilles heel, that when you get up into them higher pumps, you're really adding a lot of trigger pull weight, so it can affect the accuracy quite a bit. But anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. Till next time, have a great day.